Y'all don't see the lineup?
Yeah, we see the lineup. I'm just waiting to see who's next.
Jay-Z is setting Diddy up. Why is everyone having such a hard time? He ain't doing shit different. He lined up D. Haven, stole his life and identity. He lined up Big L, stole his life and identity. He lined up Dame Dash, stole his life, identity, and took his love. Lined up R. Kelly. He wants to be the one.
Got the Jeffrey Epstein of the music and entertainment industry. The new lawsuit that just dropped against Diddy is massive, and it has photos, it has videos, it names names. And there's so much here that it's never gonna fit into a single video. We're talking crime scenes, we're talking photo evidence of celebrities like Cuba Gooding Jr., we're talking record label executives, we're talking hidden cameras in every room of the house, getting recordings of celebrities, executives, politicians at parties with celebrities and underage girls, with drinks being spiked, with drugs. This goes all the way back to the murder of Tupac and Biggie. We're talking about the entire rap and hip hop industry and the whole music industry.
All right, well, he's changed his name many times over the years. You might know him as Sean Combs, Puff Daddy, Puffy, Puff, P. Diddy, or just Diddy, the D, the I, the D, the D.
Suge Knight speaks out. And what Suge said really stood out to me. Suge said, the raids wasn't about Diddy. It wasn't about Diddy. And it makes sense. They was about what it was about when you listen to the court transcripts and when you listen to what the witness, Lil Rodney, or whatever his name is, the allegations. Diddy had cameras, hidden cameras in every room, in every party, at every event, which means that he had evidence on powerful men. With Suge Knight, he hit him in the head with the headshot. Diddy had a get out of jail free card, which is blackmail. He can blackmail some of the most powerful men around the world. Even the ones that he was fighting with in them liquor corporations and companies. So what they do, you got to understand, they send in their army. They made a statement. Turned his family upside down, turned his house upside down. But the only thing I'm thinking is, like, when you sit back and you really analyze it, somebody put Diddy on point to what was going on. That's why his plane that everybody thought he was on that plane. They was looking for that plane. That plane left without Diddy. And 9 times out of 10, that plane probably was carrying the evidence to convict all these powerful men that Diddy's beefing with. Because Diddy, he need no brown right now. I ain't going down by myself. But if they catch that evidence, he ain't got nobody else to point the finger at. He can't prove it.
Recently, 50 Cent has made a number of incendiary charges against music mogul Diddy, intensifying their long-standing dispute.
You know, nobody acknowledged what was going on between her and Mr. Carter.
Because she was 15.
She was 15, and everybody knew it. Naive girl. I'm not saying that she wasn't a city girl, but a 14-year-old girl mentally cannot contend with a 28, 29-year-old man. Period. Discards people and tries to erase them like they never exist so he doesn't have to see them or deal with what he's done with people. You know, I blame a lot of what happened to Inga Marchand on his reckless adult choices for a very, very, very underage girl. But you hear that story a lot.
This feud goes back years, with 50 Cent accusing Diddy of a number of transgressions, including allegedly being involved in the 1997 death of the Notorious Big. Despite this accusation, no hard proof has ever come to light to substantiate it. Recently, 50 Cent has made a lot of noise over Diddy's legal issues, especially those pertaining to the several lawsuits that claim he committed fraud and offenses. 50 Cent has been relentlessly trolling Diddy on social media and in interviews, even implying that the rapper might go to jail as a result of these accusations. In fact, 50 Cent has produced a Netflix documentary series about Diddy and is anticipated to go deeply into these claims and their effects on the hip-hop industry. Meanwhile, Diddy's longtime rival Suge Knight has commented from behind bars. Knight has forebodingly informed Diddy that his life might be in jeopardy and advised him to get ready for a possible jail sentence. In addition, Suge has continued to make allegations concerning Diddy's alleged aggressive behavior toward women, citing incidents of offense that have come to light in recent cases. The already complicated and long-standing tensions within the hip-hop scene have been further exacerbated by this circumstance. And given that both 50 Cent and Suge Knight are still vocal, it is obvious that the drama is far from over. Future documentaries and ongoing legal proceedings may provide further details about these contentious individuals, which would only serve to stoke the public's curiosity about this intense competition. The music mogul Diddy is allegedly involved in a number of legal and possibly illegal operations. 50 Cent has been leveling serious accusations against Diddy, claiming to have substantial evidence against the record producer. According to 50 Cent, there is a poor connection between him and Diddy.
The big homie Santo Jay was telling me, the white boy wouldn't do the truth without 50. Right? And I'm like, that's when I start saying crazy stuff because I look and I go, oh, that should be homie. Right? And so you image yourself after a gay painter. Big homie want to look like a gay painter.
What are we talking about here?
We're talking about Basquiat. He wants to look like a gay painter.
Oh my God, I think I know where we're going.
So now look, what I'm saying to you is when you start looking at, that's not mine, that's theirs, their heart, right? But when you look at, M is looking at the entire legacy.
Yeah.
The whole thing, like with M, Dre, myself, like that. I'm shady after that. You see what I'm saying? Like, it do so much G in the records.
Right.
They forget that I'm M and Dre's artist. You see what I'm saying? Like, but that's just the way it was. Like,
were you a part of it? Even like you say, you weren't on the ad, right?
Yeah.
When we saw the initial asset that came out, and you weren't on there, but were you already a part of it?
No, I already had communication with Paul about going to do it, but the ad was coming out. It already was shot with.
Okay, gotcha.
With him and everybody else in it. So I'm like, nah, cool, I'll be surprised. Like, it's cool to be surprised.
Right. Yeah, I was surprised too. I remember at rehearsal, I was like, man, what the hell?
I won $20.
Right.
Yeah, me and Louis betted against it. And I was like, 50's going to show up. Watch.
When nobody, like when I reach out, because I want to see what the complications are, when nobody has any information about it, and it only came from that angle, I have to believe that was something that's from that.
Did you and Jay-Z ever have a conversation, or y'all in different offices as far as like?
We don't need to talk about nothing.
I heard that.
Implying that there may be unreported matters that might seriously harm Diddy. Suge Knight, who is incarcerated for 28 years, has also joined the discussion and hinted that Diddy would be in major danger. Knight has hinted that Diddy may have evidence linking him to multiple offenses. And he has forebodingly advised that Diddy should get ready for possible legal repercussions, including jail time. Suga has further asserted that the continuing federal investigations into Diddy would unearth more than minor problems, possibly exposing a broad spectrum of illicit activity. 50 Cent has also made statements about Jay-Z. According to 50 Cent, Jay-Z has an odd relationship with Diddy and has engaged in several dubious actions.
The In the Club video shoot, Game, 50, everybody was there. I just heard somebody say, Suge Knight's here. And I looked and Suge was there. But he had some essays with him though. You know what I'm saying? He all essays. And he looked at Fifth, and Fifth was like, "What's up? What's up?" And Suge just like, he hit a cigar one time, and then he did like this little shit like that, wrap it up, and then everybody just turned around and left. It was like a John Wayne movie or some shit.
These assertions, however imprecise, imply a more profound and potentially contentious relationship between the two significant personalities. These claims coincide with Diddy's ongoing legal battles, which include ones pertaining to
all due respect to Puffy, you gotta realize one thing. He didn't start off like that. I'm quite sure somebody taught him that. And that's more deep in the industry. These guys who got involved with a lot of people who were their mentors, instead of having a guy to mentor your own father, they just having these guys that mentor. And when that happens in the industry, it was done to them, they do to the next person. So I felt that Puffy was a regular, normal guy. And then when he started hanging with the guys in the industry, they did things to him. And then allegedly, he did things to Usher. It goes on and on. But we got to stop this pointing the finger at the person who gets caught with their hand in the cookie jar. Where did it start from? But see, people don't want to touch on those angles if it started being the major executives who run these labels. So you guys want to speak on the people who got thrown on the bus, the sacrifice lamb.
He was their mentor. Who was Diddy's mentor? We know some of the big names. I'm just curious if you have any names. You don't seem like somebody.
Well, for number one was Clyde Davis. And you got an situation. I didn't do anything to lose my company. I didn't do anything illegal to get my company taken away from me. They was able to commit fraud for my company, but it ends up to the hands of people who want to buy my company for $500 million, $700 million. I kept saying no. And then turn around, they can get block everybody and end up getting it for what, 20 or 30 million, which is crazy. If you add all that type of stuff up, and you'll see how the industry been built on the secret room. The people who don't participate in the secret room is the people who later on get burnt. The people who participate in the rooms, they continue to grow, even when they get caught. They're not really caught because obviously Puffy knew they was coming to raid. The security wasn't there. He used to have like 4-6 Muslim guys doing security. They wasn't there. A lot of people wasn't there. How do people know all these things? It wasn't just a coincidence, you know. So it's easy to point the finger, but let's look at the whole thing and talk about somewhere.
We're co-founder of Death Row Records at $750 million of generated revenue. I think one year they sold 60 million records, 150 million total records sold. They had some of the biggest albums ever, signing Eazy, Snoop, Dre, Tupac, Nate Dogg, Corrupt, MC Hammer, Warren G. The list goes on. Suge, it's great to have you on the podcast today.
Hey, great being on here.
And I appreciate that. By the way, you know, one of the things I think is important for the audience to know is the fact that you just said, look, whatever Pat wants to ask, I want to have all the conversations, any questions, nothing's off the table. Is that correct?
I like Pat. And one of the things that I always feel, if you're ever going to put something and have a platform, it's about telling your truth to the next person's truth to help the generation.
When he did this interview with Shannon Sharp, and I know you played in the NFL before, when he did this interview with Shannon Sharp, everywhere, everybody was talking, but also people were quiet after, you know, Diddy, he went after TDG. He went after a lot of people in the space. Had you, Cat, and Diddy, did you guys ever party together, three of you guys? I know you and Diddy spent some time together, but did you, Cat, and Diddy ever spend time together?
I'm not gonna say I never had a damn sure ain't had no picture with no men. So you talking about have me and
no, that's not what I'm asking.
Not together. What you trying to do? Have you said, not me.
And the reason why I'm asking this, where you actually personally witnessed some of the accusations that Diddy is having, saying the fact that he had cameras in the room.
Okay. But listen, thing I'm gonna tell you. We from two different worlds. Number one, you and I. Number two, I'm the guy that didn't want to invite you to a party. Never ran up. And never been to be left out in my life. But at the same time, I'm not the guy who's in for Puffy's downfall, but I am the guy who supports the victims who got victimized, right? But at the same time, whatever the situation is, everybody knows it's wrong. And I don't think he can get punished as hard as a regular person because, you know, he used to be an FBI informant for a long time, they say. So I'm quite sure that's his role.
You're saying...
Ask the question. He Kevin Puffy, we had no reason to be hanging out. We ain't keep hanging out in the cup. That's that.
Got it. So you're saying Diddy's an FBI informant and he's been one for many years.
I don't think nothing ever happens, but it's still, like I said, it ain't my business. Well, I said that because anybody else gathered up quick, fast, in a hurry. But you know, the most important thing about this is that with me, you got some people who will have a opinion on something either they weren't a part of or they weren't there. And I never want to be that type of person. Because you know, there's only so many people who are Tupac or seen Tupac or talked to Tupac. And I feel that way because I often hear so many Tupac stories. From people who never met him, people who wasn't around. Then you had a witness that if they worked at McDonald's and they took Tupac orders, they don't mean they know Tupac. Or you do security or whatever, down mean you know the man. All these people been benefiting and capitalizing on trying to put the man down or lie on or tell some stories that they weren't there or they know anything about. Because I don't think none of these people psychic. And I'm not. You know what happened to the last psychic bitch? She ended up, whoever her name was, the fake Boston boys. You know what happened to her? It went bad. So I don't like to speculate. So I just tell the truth how it is. Because he know all the secrets. And if he gets to run his mouth, it could be a bad look. I look at it like the most important thing is the industry needs to be built over. You have all these executives that somebody was their father, their grandfather, or all these type of stuff, and they don't give people an opportunity to grow and learn. I know when
Is Diddy at a level of being untouchable where he's protected, or is Diddy a target that they'll eventually put all the blame on him and make sure they get away with it free?
I mean, he's definitely going to be the black motherfucker holding the bag. Because you gotta realize one thing. That boy life is dangerous. His life isn't, he's just not dangerous with the shit they said he's doing, but he's in danger.
The situation involving 50 Cent, Diddy, Suge Knight, and Jay-Z is complicated and full of serious accusations. As a result, many in the industry and fans are eager to see how these issues play out. Suge Knight's recent remarks have only fueled the rumors and controversy surrounding Diddy.
And Roger Bonds, who was Sean Combs' head of security from 2003 to 2012. Mr. Bonds, thank you very much indeed for joining me. First of all, your reaction when you saw that video?
My reaction was, he's up to the same games. You know, my reaction was, he never mentioned Cassie's name in that apology. You know, so to me, he didn't humble himself enough. Before. And this was back in 2012. So that's why I was so adamant on what I said yesterday after he posted that apology, because it comes a time where it's like, you can't just say anything you want to say and think that people gonna accept it. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a God syndrome, you know? The same way that he's been in a lot of trouble before and you could pay your way out. He knew those cameras was there, you know, but of course, as we heard, he came back to the hotel and he paid to get the footage, but didn't know, which Cassie said inside her complaint, that they gave her a copy of the footage also. You know what I'm saying? So when you go through life just paying your way out, I really feel like he wasn't sorry about that. Yeah, he might be sorry now. He's sorry that he got caught. But if that was a one-time incident, then I would say accept his apology. But I think in that apology, he said what he thought people wanted to.
That concludes today's video. Upcoming 50 Cent docuseries and ongoing legal investigations may provide additional insight into these controversies, thereby heightening the drama among the hip-hop community. As these well-known figures in hip-hop continue to make headlines, the ongoing drama involving 50 Cent, Diddy Sue Knight, and Jay-Z appears to be intensifying. We'll be closely monitoring the developments. If you found this analysis insightful, please click the like button and subscribe to the channel for more in-depth looks into the newest scandals. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Don't forget to set on alerts so you don't miss any updates. This story is far from ended. You can also share your thoughts in the comments section below. Do you believe there's more to the story, or is it just industry drama?